I remember because I had 14 amateur fights, and I had lost 2 of them. And I remember like first time I lost, I got armbarred, and I just cried all night. Like it was horrible. Then the second time I lost, I was like, oh, that's not that bad. Like losing's not that bad. I'm in the gym, I'm training, I'm good. Like, so the first loss I took pretty hard. The second loss, I haven't lost since then, which was a long time ago. But I was like, oh, it's not that bad. Like it's like part of the game. So I'm definitely not afraid of losing, which is nice. It's like almost not being afraid of dying. It's like it's just gonna happen. Like it's okay. But early days fighting, I fought a lot in Great Falls. So I was an hour away from my house. It's where Tim's from. And that's where they had most of the fights. That's where I had most of my local sponsors that were giving me a couple $100 here and there. And like in those days, like when you're an amateur like that and you get a couple $100 from a sponsor, you're balling. I'm like, whoa, I got paid. I'm fighting, making money. It's crazy. I remember when I was like 16, I watched The Secret on Netflix. You ever see that?
What is it?
It was all about manifesting, just believing and thinking about stuff, and it happens. And I remember just like thinking about all this, and it's crazy that it's happened. And I've always thought about becoming champ and stuff, but you know, it's pretty much the same mindset. It's just, you know, if I keep winning, you keep getting good. You have to have fighting skills. And thankfully, I love training. I love being here. You guys hung out with me today. It's Wednesday. Went and hit mitts. Came and done jiu-jitsu. Like I enjoy training. And so you have to be able to keep winning. You got to be able to train, get good. Then you go out there and win. And my style, I have a sweet style. I'm fast and explosive, and I can put people's lights out. I've been doing it since I was 16. And I'm 26 now, so I'm dipping into my prime. So there's just so many good years ahead. That I can see in the future. I mean, like as far as I'm gonna fight, have a lot more fights. This is I always wanted to be a competitive professional athlete. I thought I was gonna play football when I was like 10, 11. I wanted to be in the NFL. You know, found out real fast that wasn't gonna happen. Wanted to be in the NBA. Found out real fast that wasn't gonna happen. So to be able to be a professional athlete and it's fighting. It's so fun. You know, I train really hard to be able to go out there and perform like that. So, you know, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I don't think you can not. I mean, as much as I'm in the gym, I'm going to continue to get better. I don't think I'm going to go to the gym and not get better, especially with guys like Augusto Mendez, Tim Welch, and working with Brandon Harris. Like my team's so solid. I'm never gonna outgrow Tanquinho. You just won ADCC. It's not. My jiu-jitsu. It's gonna take a long time to be able to get to that level. So that I'm not worried about not being able to get better. The team I'm around at the MMA lab and Tim's gym and the people that I'm surrounded with, like I can always get better. Whether it's jiu-jitsu, striking, mental things, stretching, breathing. There's just an infinite things that I can do to get better. So. I'm just going to continue to get better until I can't fight anymore and then figure out what's next. It's so fun to be in this position because I've always felt like it's going to happen. Even when I was 19, 20 years old as an amateur just turning pro, I'm like, I'm going to be in this position that I'm in now as long as I'm consistent in the gym, as long as I'm getting better, as long as my skills are consistently getting better, and I'm constantly looking for high-level trainers that are black belts in their craft. Like my strength and conditioning coach is a black belt at his thing. Tim is a black belt head coach, I feel like. Tanquinho's a black belt in jiu-jitsu. And I'm getting all these guys and we're creating this team. When you look at some of the best guys in the world, John Jones, you look at his team, he's got a black belt team around him.
Correct.
So I'm trying to build that up, and I feel like we have that right now. I love what I think I love. What I'm addicted to is the performing, the competition. And the performing is such a sweet thing, and it just happens to be I was good enough at fighting to be able to go out and perform. That's what I love doing is performing. So anytime I get in the octagon, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm almost in a deep meditative state while I'm walking out, and then when I'm in the cage, I feel like I'm just very calm. I think that's the best way to perform. I think that's the way my muscle memory is going to be able to take over easiest. I don't have to think. I've done the work. I've put in the work. In training camp, I feel like I'm. You can't get much more disciplined when I'm in training camp. I do everything that I need to do, from eating, sleeping, recovery, the training, the mental, the breathing, I do what I need to do. So going in there, I'm super calm. I have so many tools that one of them is going to land. I have so many, and the tools I have they're not just little shots, they're knockout shots. I don't know, I have a lot of knockout finishes that are still to come. Anybody that I'm going to be taller than pretty much everyone I fight. I'm going to be faster than pretty much everyone I fight, and that's a dangerous combination on top of the skills that I have. So yeah, I think I'm just better. Yeah, I love everything. Even cutting weight. There's something about cutting weight that's just that I feel like everyone should have to go through a weight cut. And it's even when you're almost on weight and it's the night before and you're close to weighing in, and I don't know. There's something there you can find. You can find like some kind of peace there. It's not fun at all. I'm not saying it's fun. It's definitely miserable cutting weight, but I even enjoy those kind of moments. So yeah, I'm really enjoying everything. If I could pick who I'm gonna fight, I want to keep fighting strikers, people that want to stand and strike. That's what I really enjoy, is knocking people out. I know eventually it's gonna go to the ground, but that's why I prepare. I do more jiu-jitsu, more grappling than I do anything, because I'm trying to get my grappling as high level as my striking, and I think it's almost there. And I'm just going to continue to keep getting better on both those, and I'm going to be a very dangerous bantamweight, and I want to become the best bantamweight ever. And I know I have, I'm going to be in this. I'm 25. I'm going to be in this sport, hopefully on bantamweight, for the next 5, 6, 7 years. So I have a lot of fights to put in, and I have a lot of work to do. A good year for me. This is one of my. I think I'll look back and be like, 2020 was a fucking sweet year. It was a big, when I fought Jose Quinones, it was coming back from a 2-year layoff, little over 2 years, and it was just like, I have vivid memories of walking around, taking the dogs on a walk, and at night, every night, and just picturing Joe Rogan holding my hand up, and saying, that I won, and I have that vivid memory and feeling of when it happened, when I knocked out Jose Quinones, and it was fucking. It was like it was a pretty powerful moment with having that layoff, dealing with all that adversity, and then I was like, I'm back. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to take over the game. I felt so fucking good in there. And then I fight Eddie Wineland, do what I did to Eddie, and I was just feeling good. So I coming off 2 first-round knockouts, and then I get up another fight that I pictured going the same way. Fighting Cheeto. Obviously that didn't work out, but it's still, I got, when you're making money, and I can go and bought a house, like a dream house, like a fucking house, a really nice place and then we had a baby, and now I've it's just, this year's been crazy. This year's been, the best year ever, for sure.